Hey gang, welcome back to more Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's just get into it. Alright, so Ramza. We're gonna do it this way. Ramza, Leonard, I keep teasing Sinuin, or Penelope. Sinuin. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Stadio, you'll go here, and Agrius, let's put you here. Okay, and start. Alma says, let me go. Oh, it's Weegraf. It's Lude. I will secure the monastery. Take the girl and go. Oh no, they're taking the girl. Come on. No need to struggle. Ramza, help me. Oh, they got her. So, Ramza Behold is here. Do not be deceived by his youth. He is worthy foe. Gird yourselves well for battle. Look at this. This is Black Mage, 2 archers, 2 knights, and Weegraf. Maluda, you will soon be avenged. Oh yeah. Did you forget that I murdered her? Didn't murder her, it was a fight. Okay, here we go. He's got Judgment Blade. Big hits. Big hits. Alright. Weegraf, you live? I have lived for this, Ramza. How long has it been since last we met? I don't know, a year? Less? Maybe? All the time I've spent walking around. Then you were a warrior who fought to make your dream reality. Now you are only a thrall of the church. What troubled sleep have you known to speak of my dreams? No matter how sweet, a dream left unrealized must fade into day. Only with power can dreams be made real. I see truth of it now. What good dreams without that power? You think me a thrall? So be it. You even gnomed words. You're even gnomed? Even gnomed? And venomed. Haha, we got there. Your envenomed words succor me. For when at last you yield, as you must, their poison will consume you. Alright. I'm just gonna try and end this fight. Because he hits hard, and I don't want to deal with it. I could have brought a thief to try and do our strategy here. Alright, I'll just do this first. Let's go Tetsu. Let's take some damage. Let's get him damaged, 84. Alright. Let's just take a look at him. He's got Diamond Sword, which I want. I have an Elven Cloak. I have a Crystal. You know, just the Diamond Sword, really, is all I would have wanted. Seems like a sick sword. This countless tiny diamonds. Anyway, 10 attack, 10 block. Just seems like a good sword. But he's a White Knight, and he's got 257 health left. So let's... let's just see if I can finish him real quick. This is gonna bring him down low. Bang and bang. He's already low. Look at that counter for 180. He hits so hard. We're gonna shoot him in the face. There's dialogue in this fight, but we ain't gonna get it, folks. We ain't gonna get it. Alright, and wait in place. And, she's only got a dagger. If she had, dancers have, like, scrolls of cloth. It's like a scarf. It's hard to explain. Anyway, that they can attack with a scarf, and I don't have any yet, so she's equipped with a dagger. But they attack from 2 panels away, so she will. She'll dance. She'll mincing minuet to chip everybody down, and she will run away. You can see there's a doorway right here where my mouse is. I think. Anyway. So the enemy's not as far away as you think they are. So they're gonna walk forward. Walk forward. Walk forward. Oh, can she hit her? She can't, okay. And walk forward. Okay. What are they doing? What was that? What are you casting? What's this cast? Can you hit her? You can! Oh my god, alright, it's happening. Agrias. Oh, Agrias, please. Let's end this fight. So yeah, like even me, like super strong, super overpowered right here. Still grave risk to lose this fight. But let's just end it. Boom. Agrias gains a level. Do not think you've won. I hold the Zodiac Stone, Ares. I will not fall so easily. Teleports away. Damn you, Waygraph! While we waited for everybody to load off the map. Battle's won. Real quick one this time, folks. We're like at 6 minutes or something. Bunch of gil. Life is good. Oh boy, we have a cutscene. Oh, look at him bleeding. In trouble. He's crawling and bleeding. Waygraph, you're wounded. Go, do not tarry here for me. Alma! Go, Isilud. Forgive me, Waygraph. And he runs away. Isilud, wait! Here's another all-time great animation, by the way, coming up. Sprite work. The sprite work on Ramza coming up is amazing. Alright, he's in trouble. Is this how it ends? I have failed, Maluda. Failed them all. A bitter drought, so much left undone. He has a stone. Godstone bearer. With me now, do treat. The Orsite? It speaks. Look at Ramza. Look at that face. I love it. It's so good. The Orsite? It speaks. Godstone bearer. With me now do treat. Your spirit and my flesh as one shall merge. Life undying yours forever more. Is this the stone's great secret? Your ire and despair, their call I heed. And so once more I ask, with me do treat. Waygraph, no, it means to deceive you. Help me, I beg you. The Gagus Belias have I been named. Your plea to answer now my only wish. What the fuck is this? Is this the Wanderer of the Orsite? Waygraph? Magnificent. The power of the gods. Nay, not only power, so much more. Sights unknown I see, my mind a vessel filled with wisdom of 1,000 years. Ha! You hurry towards your end, alas too soon. Such power, such power! He's gone. Simon! Old man Simon. Elder, what are you doing? I had to bring you this. A book? Written by a man named Germonic, one of the Saint Ajora's disciples. It was lost for a great many years. Only recently did I discover it among the stacks of our reliquary beneath the monastery. It chronicles the true tale of the Zodiac Braves. No detail is omitted. Please, Elder, you'll tire yourself. I am already so very tired. I have lived a life of sin. All these years I have turned a blind eye as the church rotted with corruption. With this book you can expose their misdeeds. You can win Alma's freedom. Please, Elder. And we lose Simon. Ah, it is done. My mind is now at ease. The rest, Ramza, depends on you. You really are the image of Barbaneth in his youth, you know. He's gone. Simon, no. Okay, well, it was a short one, so I'm gonna go read that book, and that's gonna take me a while. So that's what the rest of this video is gonna be, is me reading a book. So you can listen to me read the book, or you can end it there and catch you in the next one. And if that's the case, thanks for watching. And if it's not the case and you're sticking around, first things first, let's save. Alright, so in all the errands that I've run so far, I think it's under Chronicle. There's events, right? So these are like the story events that have happened so far. Belias the Gigas as an example, right? Here's all we know. So I can reread everything that's happened, and I can watch it again. So that's good. Personae. So these are the people. So I have 101 kills and I've lost 2. It's a pretty good rate, but anyway. So Delita, just as an example. Here's all we know. A childhood friend of Ramza, he's 18 years old. Delita was the lieutenant commander of the Black Ram Knights under Baron Grims. He was promoted to his current position of commander by Duke Oltana as a reward for successfully returning Princess Ovelia to Zeltenia, making it appear this chain of events came to pass through the machinations of a deliberate will. And they're all in here. Everyone we've ever talked about. Dice Dark, Zalbag, Alma. This menu's gonna... Prince Orianus, which we've only seen his name before, but here's what he looks like. He's 3 years old. So what's fun is, you can just run around on the map forever, and years will increase. So there's screenshots of, like, it says Ornius Ashtakacha, it's the same picture, but it says like age 80. Things like that. Yeah. So yeah, Queen Luveria, what does she look like? Oh, I clicked too much. There you go. There's Queen. Ondoria the Third. Sick beard. High Confessor Marcel. We've only seen his name. What the? Sid. Okay, Sid's 58. Hot damn. Argath. Thadiphalus. Anyway, everyone's least favorite person. They're all in here, right? Everyone's in here. And himself. Here's all we know. Oh, I missed it. Oh, and I clicked on Gargaroth. So even that guy was like in one fight, and then he died. So, yeah, they're all in here, so you can look at all the people and read up about them. Feats. Past. So here's the errands I've done, right? And here's all their names, and you can read about them. Nemiko send-off, here's all we know. 12 Pisces is when I did it. So you can read about past errands. Now here's where it gets fun. Wonders. So here are places I've found, right? This once prosperous capital of Kashka dynasty was destroyed in the Cataclysm along with the vast legacy of the royal family. It is now a necro hall populated by spirits drawn to the shades of past glory. I think this is where Vagrant story takes place, but I could be wrong. Mirage Tower. I found this. This ancient tower links Castle of Ronka to the earth below. It is magic facade shields it against casual inspection. However, the enchantment's unstable nature allows it to be seen as a mirage-like image at times. You know, and that's like a reference to Final Fantasy 4, 5, I think. Montoya's Cave, you know, Final Fantasy 1. Court Thaumaturge Montoya once enjoyed, is that supposed to say count? Anyway, enjoyed the adoration of the ancient Ronkan peoples that ended with her creation of the enthralled, the work of witchcraft to lay the eye, blah, blah, blah. She went to a cave. And then Phantom Train, of course, from Final Fantasy VI. The Phantom Train became so known for its primary purpose during an ancient age of war, the transport of battalions of the ghastly enthralled. It is also called the Chariot of the Damned. So you can find things that reference other other Final Fantasy games. You know, Calcunbrenna, you know, it's a doll I found. Excalibur, St. Elmo's Fire just seems to be a random reference here, not necessarily to Final Fantasy. And then the scriptures. So here's the thing that we just got. Touch window to read the scriptures. Scriptures of Germanic. A historical account of Saint Ajora's life recorded by his disciple Germanic. Its very existence has long been denied. I just got it. Let's read it. This is going to go for a while. If you're on YouTube, maybe you want to use the 1.5 speed. I opened the scriptures of Germanic, entrusted to me by Elder Simon, and began to leaf through the pages. The words before my eyes were writ in a holy script of the ancients. Silver illustrations were scattered throughout, but many pages were missing or damaged, and the script was exceedingly difficult to decipher. I was deeply curious as to what knowledge lay within. As I was turning pages, faintly penned letters in modern Ivalisian script occasionally caught my eye. Notes of an explanatory nature had been added here and there throughout the book. I wondered who might have written them. Judging by the faded ink, some entries were more than a decade old, while others seemed to have been penned only the last few days. As I touched my finger to one of them, the writing smeared. The ink had yet to fully dry. Every note was written in the same hand, Elder Simon's. I suddenly realized he must have devoted a significant portion of his life to deciphering these scriptures, line by painstaking line. I relied heavily on his fragmentary notes, as I continued reading. Apparently, the Holy Script had been recorded by Germanic, a disciple of Saint Ajora. Germanic. That name has struck a familiar chord. Half-forgotten history lessons rose unbidden in my mind. And then I remembered. Germanic was the disciple who had betrayed his master, turning him over to the Holy Edoran Empire. I was astounded that a libram penned by the same Germanic from my history lessons now rested in my very hands. I could hardly contain myself as I turned the pages. And then I was assaulted by a shock far greater than the realization that I had held a priceless historical artifact. Originally, I had thought the book to be no more than a collection of Saint Ajora's teachings, as recorded by Germanic. How unprepared I was to learn what it truly contained. This tome served as an account of Saint Ajora's life. The Saint Ajora described within was of a considerably different nature than the man about whom we have all been taught. I had always known that Saint Ajora was no ordinary mortal. My faith in the Church of Glabados was not as profoundly complete as that of my Lord Brother Zalbag, yet I did believe that Saint Ajora was a child of the gods, descended from the heavens to deliver humanity from its self-inflicted chaos. Or should I say I had believed. I had thought immutable was shattered. All I had thought immutable was shattered upon reading the scriptures. Saint Ajora's birth came in the midst of a golden age of technology, when airships yet piled the skies. Final Fantasy XII. He was born in Lassalia, sometime after Final Fantasy XII. He was born in Lassalia in the city of Bervenia. Moments after his birth, he rose to his feet and approached a well. Upon reaching its base, words of prophecy poured forth from the infant's lips. A calamity shall soon befall this well. Seal it up once, then none may drink of it. Some days later, the Black Death visited the town of Bervenia, and all those who drank the well's tainted water succumbed to the plague and perished. Only those families who heeded the prophetic words of Saint Ajora were spared from death and malady. After the incident within the well, the people came to revere Saint Ajora as a portent of miracle and a child of the gods. But it was not until he reached the age of 20 that Saint Ajora would become the savior of Ivalice and take his place among the gods in paradise. Ivalice was not always united as it is today. Long ago, the realm was divided into 7 kingdoms: Fova, Lionel, Limber, Lasalia, Gallion, Zetnia, and Malone. Each warred with the others in a never-ending struggle to expand its own territory. The conflict had continued for centuries until an ambitious young king rose to power in Malone. The young monarch dreamt of uniting all of Ivalice under his hand, but the road to victory was a difficult and dangerous one. The king turned to ancient tomes and dark magics found within, summoning a demon from the netherworld to do his bidding. But once unleashed, the demon slew the king and set out to destroy the very world itself. To combat this monstrosity, a great hero set out on a quest. Together with his 12 disciples, he collected the Zodiac stones that had been scattered throughout the world, and the Zodiac Braves were born again. The Zodiac Braves soon defeated the creature's minions and banished the demon back to its infernal plane, for this becoming known as the savior of our world. Saviors of our world. The story is a well-known legend. The Zodiac Braves have since appeared whenever the world balanced on the brink of catastrophe, only to vanish just as quickly once the crisis had been averted. Similar catastrophe threatened the world in the time of Saint Ajora. The king of Limberry summoned a demon in hopes of seizing control of all of Ivalice and once again plunged the world into chaos. And just as in legend, Saint Ajora collected the 12 Zodiac stones, and once again the Zodiac Braves rose to defeat the marauding demon. However, the sovereigns of any age have small tolerance for the interference of well-meaning heroes. Fearing the charismatic saint's growing influence, the Holy Edoran Empire dispatched soldiers to capture him and his devoted followers. Pharism was the prevalent religion in that day, and its priests feared Ajora's growing influence. Ultimately, Germanic, the 13th disciple, was tempted by sordid coin, offering vital information that led to his master's capture. The saint was executed upon the gallows of Golgotha soon thereafter. Golgotha. But lest we forget, Saint Ajora was a child of the gods. The wrath of the heavens was swift and terrible. Immediately following execution, Malone, the center of Faris teachings, was visited by a terrible cataclysm and sank into the sea. Saint Ajora then ascended to paradise to take his rightful place among the gods. This was the legend with which I was familiar, the very same tale told to every child of Ivalice. But Saint Ajora, described within the scriptures of Germanic, was a different man altogether. Ajora was no child of the gods. He was a mere mortal, no more divine than you or I. He was a revolutionary who fought to realize his own ambitions. He was no lover of peace, no hero who would sacrifice himself for the good of humanity. Germanic wrote of him. As the founder of a new religion with a rising number of followers, Ajora was seen as no more than a nuisance to the empire. But Ajora was apparently more than just a religious founder. He was a saboteur who infiltrated enemy states to collect information and sow disorder. Ajora was a spy dispatched by the Holy Edoran Empire by a rival state to the Edoran Empire. Whatever he claimed to be, it was a fact that the empire began to fear that upstart's growing influence. Germanic was employed to collect evidence that would allow the empire to arrest Ajora as a spy. Germanic was employed. The 13th disciple was in reality no more than an empire's instrument in a play to uncover Ajora's true intentions. It seems that Ajora indeed attempted to reassemble the Zodiac Braves. Germanic confirmed in his writings that Ajora even described some of the stones. But what was his purpose in seeking them? I do not know the young king of Limberry actually summoned a demon. I do not know if the young king summoned a demon. At the very least, I have failed to encounter even a single line within the scriptures that records the event. Yet catastrophe did indeed befall Malone at the time of Ajora's death. According to the scriptures, the bulk of the city sank into the sea. The footnotes provided further enlightenment. They expressed a different view, no doubt that the personal opinion of Elder Simon. Although many spoke of their existence, none had ever set eyes upon these scriptures of Germanic. Some might say that they are fraudulent, written with the sole purpose of discrediting Saint Ajora. But I know this tome to be authentic. When I served as an inquisitor for the church, many others in the Holy Office feared the existence of this work. And the same is no doubt true of the High Confessor. They were all fearful of these writings, for everything contained within them is fact. After St. Ajour's death, the church, which had capitalized on his considerable influence to seize power for itself, had only one task: to conceal his true nature as a human being. This one fact had to be erased from the annals of history. They needed to ensure St. Ajour be remembered as a child of the gods. Their use of the zodiac braves, a legend believed throughout Ivalice, was a stroke of genius. It was a simple feat to convince the people that St. Ajour had led the zodiac braves to defeat a demon that never existed. I realize now that I lost my faith the moment I began to read these scriptures, and yet I feel no sorrow. Thinking back, I know now that my desire to know the truth was stronger than my faith had ever been. But I have committed one great sin. I failed to condemn the church for lying to our flock all these years. And why? I knew that if I were to share this book with the world, my precious library would be taken from me. And to me, there could be no pain greater, for this library is the only means of slaking my endless thirst for knowledge. My curiosity eclipsed my will to do what was right. Elder Simon wrote that St. Ajour's demon never existed, but I have seen the dark power of the zodiac stones with my own eyes. There is evil presence at work, something much more sinister than even the High Confessor and his twisted plots. There you go. So anyway, you do more errands, you get more things, and then you get a bunch of fun stuff. So, no. Gotta hit cancel, gotta hit cancel, gotta hit cancel. So Arazlam, at the start of the game, if you do tutorials, which I don't think exist, or maybe they do in the mobile version, he teaches you, and man are they boring. Man are they boring. Hey, we just did the 35-hour mark. Man are they boring. I'm gonna save, even though nothing happened. But I want to save that I read them. Anyway, later on in the game, you can learn a talk skill if you get the mediator job. And one of the talk skills is called Mimic Arazlam, where you can cast sleep on people because you're so boring. And I always thought that was a very fun joke, that everyone in the world knew who this guy was and was bored by him. Anyway, there you go. That's that's it. We had a quick fight and then a whole bunch of story and a whole bunch of lore, and that was fun. I think what do we have here? We're at Orban. We have the Merchant City of Dor. Let's just go see if this triggers a story. It does. More story. Oh no. Whoa, look at these people. Everybody's running away. It's Ramza. An outland mage. You are the heretic Ramza, yes? What have you done with Alma? If you want your sister back, you will come to Rio Vane's castle. And you will bring the scriptures of Germanic with you. What importance is the book? Surely you have read the scriptures? So you get to choose here. And I say I've read them. So yeah, I read them. I have, and if you would keep the church's secrets, you will give me my sister. You are not in a position to make demands. This is a luxury you do not have. So we have an understanding, yes? There you go. You ran away. And I have a new route to go to. Whoa, look at that. Gotta get my sister back all the way at Rio Vanes. But first we go to the Uguay Wood, the walled city of Yardo, and Graug Heights, and everywhere else along the way. So there it is. I'm gonna have to leave a footnote, and then I'm gonna have to remember at the start of the next video to tell people, because I told everyone thanks for watching, and then I read the book, but then I watched the cutscene. Anyway, there you go. That's what it is. And really signing off this time, though. I want to thank everybody for watching.